Welcome to the first battle report on this channel. I'm Andrew.
I'm Christian.
And this is the Icaran sector. It's a 1500 points matched play. Cleanse and capture. And I'm bringing Chaos Space Marines.
And I'm bringing the Space Wolves. So this Wolfguard battle group leader is name is Aynar Iron Wolf, a distant relation to one of the great company's commanders, and he today will have the warlord trait of Saga of the Bear.
Okay, and leading Chaos Space Marines, the Cult of the Fallen, Demon Prince Ningnar, and he has warlord trait Arch Sorcerer, so he's got an extra spell. And he also has running as Emperor's Children. He has Emperor's Children Relic, which means he doesn't get fired Overwatch when he charges.
So this is the army for today, dubbed Battle Group Aynar, after their Wolfguard battle leader, Aynar. And it consists of 2 patrols. This is the first patrol of Aynar and himself, with a 5-man unit of Grey Hunters, led by Sergeant Roar. And it is backed up by another patrol, led this time by the Rune Priest Newt. And he is also leading a 5-man Grey Hunter squad, led by Sergeant Sten. And they are backed up by the Deluge hunting pack of land speeders. And the air wing detachment will consist of these 3 Stormfang gunships, dubbed Widowmaker, Hope Smasher, and Heartbreaker. So this is Battle Group Aynar with 4 command points. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Newt has the following psychic abilities in addition to Smite. He has Tempest's Wrath and Living Lightning.
This is 1500 points, Cult of the Fallen. Here it's Sorcerer and the Demon Prince bringing up the battalion. This is Tab and Cole. He's responsible for summoning all of the others that you see here before you. 4 troops choices. Little blob of cultists. Here to follow their 2 leaders into battle. 3 Space Marines, 6-man Slanesh squad here, all chainswords with sword on the aspiring champion and melter gun. Here, bolt guns with a heavy bolter, more chainswords with a axe. Anything that you see as a plasma is actually just running as the bolt equivalent for points. And they have 1 rhino. Finishing off this one, there is the raptors there. 1 with the 2 lightning claws, everything else running chainswords. The havocs here at the back, 2 las cannons, the auto cannon, and the reaper chain cannon. And then a spearhead, led by the master of possession, former vassal of the sorcerer. We have push and shove, the 2 guys here bringing in their buffs. The twins obliterators in the back. Cuddles here, just wants to give everybody a hug. And the Venom Crawler is yet to be named, but I'm sure he will do in due course. So 1500 points.
So we have our objective markers strewn about the field. There is an objective marker here. This is objective marker number 5. On one of the Sky Shield landing pads, we have objective marker number 2. By this strong point, we have objective marker number 4. On this rig, on this platform, we have objective marker number 3. On the other Sky Shield landing pad, this is objective marker number 1. And by this Fortress of Redemption, this is objective marker number 6. So we will be deploying using front line assault. So caught slightly off guard, Battle Group Aynar has deployed in this way with the Stormfang gunship in the corner. The Wolfguard battle leader himself is here next to Squad Sten. There is a Stormfang gunship here, and just before, difficult to see though, is going to be the Rune Priest Newt. In the back line is going to be Deluge, the land speeder pack, and then finally the Stormfang gunship. The extreme right wing of the line is going to be anchored by Squad Roar, facing the Chaos Marines to their front.
And the Chaos Marines have set up quite aggressively. Little punch of cultists holding that objective. Guys ready to run forward. Cuddles ready to give hugs. Demon Prince tucked away but ready to jump forward and warp time. And then Master Possession to give his buff to all the demons around him. These guys right in the center ready to, 1, take that objective, and 2, las cannon anything and everything they can get their hands on. And then these Marines here holding an objective here. We're going to roll. Of course, the Space Wolves drop down first because there's fewer models, so they get +1 to the dice roll for the first turn. I get 3. 5 becomes a 6. I think the Chaos definitely want to try and seize. So on a 6, we steal the first turn. That is not a 6. On to Space Wolves, turn 1.
At the beginning of the Space Wolves' turn, they've drawn their 3 cards. The first one is Defend Objective 4. Where is Objective 4? Objective 4 is over there, currently being held by a mob of Chaos cultists. The second one is the Heroes of Fenris. It says, score 1 victory point if at least one friendly Space Wolves character begins the fight phase within 1 inch of an enemy unit. And then the last one is Hunt with Cunning, which is score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if at least one enemy unit was destroyed in your turn. So in the Space Wolves movement phase, they've broken out. Squad Sten have leapt over the ramparts and battlements to get onto the Fortress of Redemption, and spurring them on from the base is Wolfguard battle leader Aynar. Rune Priest Nut is on the Sky Shield landing pad. The Deluge hunting pack have moved from their position from the ruins of the Shrine of the Aquila to take up firing positions on the Sky Shield landing pad, and the Stormfang gunships have fired their rockets to take up a center firing position. So Rune Priest Newt, is going to use Tempest's Wrath on the Obliterators, and the target number, the warp charge value, is 6. The effect is that until the start of your next psychic phase, your opponent must subtract 1 from any hit rolls they make for that unit. So I'm trying to use the weather to blind these havocs. So on a 6, and that is a 6. So a denial is gonna come.
Demon Prince. That's
and
denied.
He denies. Okay, moving on to the shooting phase. So unleashing their assault cannon and heavy bolter shots across, they have managed to cut down 4 out of the 5 havocs, and there is one lone havoc on that Sky Shield landing pad holding firm with las cannon in his hands. So Heartbreaker is going to fire his las cannons and multi-meltas into this Chaos Marine unit, and Hellfrost is going to be targeted on the last Obliterator. So let's see how many shots are going to go onto that Havoc. There's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots, okay? Hitting on a 3. So that is 3 hits. We're wounding on a 3. And it is 3 wounds, saving at -2. So he's in cover of +1, so he saves on 4s.
No, last Havoc falls.
Okay, so the last Havoc will fall. All right, 4 shots of the multi-melta onto the Mauler Fiend, hitting on 3s. Whoa, all missing. And now the 2 las cannons hitting on 3s. Both of them missing. Okay, yeah. Second one, again, firing everything actually into the Rhino. We're gonna fire into the Rhino. Okay, and then the 3d3 shots are gonna go into these guys over there. Okay, so 3d3 shots. It's gonna be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All hitting and then wounding on 3s. 3 wounds at -2.
5 ups. Only one of them goes.
Okay, so one of them will go. Okay, and then we're gonna have the shots onto the Rhino. So the 4 Melta shots. Okay, so all of the Melta shots hit. We're wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds, and it goes right through. Okay, so for the first one, there's 3 of them. The first one is going to be 3 damage. Second one is going to be 6 damage, and then the last one is going to be 6 damage as well.
All right, does it go boom? No.
No.
And there are 6 people inside. 1, 2, 6. They all make it out safely.
Cool. Okay. The last Stormfang gunship is going to target with the Meltas and las cannons onto here, onto that Mauler Fiend, and the 3d3 shooting is going to be onto this unit over there. So for 3d3, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 3s. That's going to be 4 hits. And then we're going to wound on a 3. And it is 2 wounds at -2.
2 5 ups. 1 more falls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the 2 las cannons onto the Mauler Fiend, hitting on 3s. Both of them hit. We're wounding on 3s. One of them wounds.
4 up demon save because of the master possession.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
takes it.
Okay, now the Meltas. So I'm going to use a command reroll. No. And we're wounding on 3s. That's 1 wound, just 1 wound. Okay. All right, so that is the shooting phase for Battle Group Aynar. So with no charges to make, that'll be the end of the Space Wolves' turn. They'll score 1 point for First Blood, and then they'll score D3 victory points for Hunt with Cunning, which I'm going to roll right now. And it's going to be a total of 1. So the Space Wolves have 2 victory points. So I'll use Hunt with Cunning. That's gone. And then I will also discard the Heroes of Fenris at the end of my turn. All right, that is the end of Space Wolves, turn 1.
All right, turn 1 for the Cult of the Fallen. We have Assassinate Killer Character, Secure 3, which is way back in the corner over there. That's not likely to happen. And no prisoners. 1 point if you kill a unit. 3 to 5 D3, and then 6 up, which is basically his whole army, would be D3 plus 3. All right, on to movement phase. Quite a quick movement phase for the Cult of the Fallen. These guys stayed still because that objective might come up. They'd stayed still because that objective might come up. Lots of pushing forward here. Demon Prince is ready to tear through something there. And Mauler Fiend is basically swatting at the flies that he can't touch yet. Alright, Psychic Phase. Right, we'll start with the Master of Possession. Infernal Power. Goes off on an 8. Reroll hit wounds and roll rolls of 1 by friendly demon units. And, yep, and then Cursed Earth for the extra invul, which we got wrong last time. That one does not go off. Remember that one. Alright. Demon Prince will smite. That goes off on a 5 if you want to deny. He should be he's in range because of the...
What's the other powers that he has?
He can only cast one.
And what's the other powers?
I've got Delightful Agonies and Prescience.
What does Delightful Agonies do?
5 up, feel no pain.
No, I do not.
Oh wow. D3 on that one for 3.
Okay, down to 11.
Alright. Then the sorcerer here, he will do Prescience on the guys under there. Okay. So that goes off on a 7. That's a 7. That one goes off. So they've got +1 to hit. So they'll at least be hitting on 3s again when they shoot at that thing. And then Delightful Agonies on the Demon Prince. Give him a 5 up, feel no pain. That goes off. Alright, that's the end of the Psychic Phase. Let's do some shooting. These guys under here are shooting the Melter up at this one on a 3 because they've got Prescience. That's a 3. And then wounding on a 3. Wound, AP -4, go straight through. 2d6, pick the highest. 5.
6.
So that's some chunks out of that one. Fired the bolt pistols up, they didn't do anything. 2d3 shots from this one up into the injured one there for 3. So 3 shots, hitting on 4, wounding on 3s because it's now strength 8. 2 go through. 1 AP -2.
Okay, so 5.
D3 damage for 3.
That's 3.
Oh, so he's gonna fire a demon shell up at that with his bolt pistol. Okay. It's on a 2. That's a 2. And it is D3 mortal wounds.
You don't have to wound?
If the shot hits, the target suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Do it.
I need a 5 or a 6. Oh, 2.
Down to 1.
Yeah. The only thing left to fire here then is a single bolt pistol up to there, hitting on a 3, wounding on a 5. Oh, 1 wound, AP dash.
3. I'll see if you that.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got no choice on that one, I think.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yep, it's safe on 1 wound left. Heavy bolter into those guys there. 3s and... No! Oh, whiffing. Oh dear. And that's the end of the shooting phase. Charge phase. The only thing that can charge is this thing because it's got fly. And you can't fire Overwatch at it.
Okay, cool.
He's going to charge both.
Both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's only got 1 wound left. And if I get a roll that can plant him in the middle, I can, you know. 3. That won't do it. But it will get him into base contact down there though, right? All hit. Can we get them all to wound?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, he goes up. On a 6, he'll go up on a 6.
Expose on a 6. No. So you consolidated just up. At the moment he's got a 5 up demon save and he's got a 5 up feel no pain. Right, we took one of the big birds down. Let's see, what do we get? Assassinate, kill a character, no. No prisoners. 1 victory point if one enemy unit was destroyed. One enemy unit was destroyed. So end of turn 1, it is 2 victory points to 1 in favour of Battle Group Aynar. As we're going to Space Wolves, turn 2.
So this is the start of Space Wolves turn 2, and we drew 2 new objectives, really good ones. One is Kingslayer. It says score D3 victory points if your opponent's warlord has been destroyed during this or previous turn. And then Area Denial, which is score 1 victory point if there are no enemy models within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield at the end of your turn. If there are no enemy models within 12 inches, it's going to be D3 victory points instead. Okay, so let's do movement. So the Space Wolves have moved into a position trying to hopefully target the Demon Prince here and avenge the destroyed Hope Smasher. And these Grey Hunters of Squad Roar have gone onto the rig. And these Space Wolves here are more or less content, and I will be shortly moving Wolfguard Battle Leader Aynar in that direction. So it's the Space Wolves Psychic phase. Rune Priest Newt is going to smite the Demon Prince there. I need a 5. And that is a 7.
He's going to deny.
He denies it. Okay. And now the second power is going to be Living Lightning. It's going to be a charge of a 6. And that was a 5, so it does not work. So that's the end of the psychic phase. It's going to be shooting now. Okay, so the Stormfang gunship that's on the Sky Shield landing pad is going to target with a Hellfrost Destructor as well as multi-meltas and las cannons onto the Demon Prince over there. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. And all of them will actually hit. And then we're wounding on a 4 because it's strength 6 against toughness of 6. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 at -2.
So that's 4 because he's got 2 up. Yeah, oh, no, he's got 3 up. So it's the 5 up demon saves.
Okay.
1.
Okay, so it's 2 damage each. And he has Feel No Pain.
Wow, he loses 1 wound. Oh, no, 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So he's down to 6, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, 6. Okay, so the last cannon is hitting on a 3. Both of them hit. We're wounding on a 3. Both of them wound. Demon saves. 1 demon save goes in. The last cannon did 3 damage. So 2 go in. Okay, and then the multi-meltas. Multi-meltas, 2 of them go in. Winning on 3s. 2 wounds.
1 goes through.
1 goes through. And that did 5 damage.
I need to save 2. 3 more taken.
Okay, 3 more.
1 left.
1 left. Okay, so the everything from this Stormfang gunship is going to go into here. So again, 3d3. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitting on 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, wounding on 4s, and that's going to be 1 wound.
No.
Okay, and it's going to do 2 damage. And
Demon Prince falls.
Demon Prince falls. So that will effectively be the end of the Space Wolves turn 2, and I'm going to roll D3 victory points for Kingslayer. And it was 1. So The Battle Group Aynar has 4 victory points at this point.
I've got Assassinate still, which is possible this turn. There's a character here and there's a character at the back there. Hold the line. I have more than 3 units in my deployment zone and no enemy models. And Blood and Guts, kill something in the fight phase, which might be possible. But anyway, Chaos Space Marines, movement phase for turn 2. End of the movement phase. Tide of Traitors were played. My cultist went zoop and appeared 9 inches away from those rabble over there. The Raptors dropped in at the back there. The Obliterators popped in there. Cuddles moved up. He's being a bit more of a distraction card effects than anything else. That moved round. That moved round. They came up here. They shuffled forward a little bit. Oh, stand up straight, man. Oh dear. So they shuffled forward. It's on the objective, but they can take some heavy bolter shots up there. Although that'll hit on a 5 now, but never mind. And they didn't quite roll in advance enough to get up the stairs. So this has been a fight 2 turns in the making. It'll happen next turn probably. Right, I'm going to go pass Prescience again on these guys again. Prescience goes off on a 7. It's a 7 if you want to deny that one. Venom Crawler. That doesn't go off. That needs a 6. Alright, and the 2 powers. Cursed Earth goes off on a 7. That's +1 to their invols if you want to deny that one on a 10. 9. The other one is Infernal Power +1, reroll 1s in the fight phase, or reroll 1s to hit.
And you have no smite power?
No, I've got no smites coming out.
Yeah, I'll do that one. What was it, 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to get a 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That one's in it. All right, let's go for reroll of 1s. That one goes off. So again, no Cursed Earth, no bonus to invul saves. Bolters fell in to find them up, but the Melter will shoot out hitting on a 3. That really needs to go off. We'll command that one. Yes. So I'm down to 4 command points. Wounding on a 3. Yep. Burn straight through. 1 damage. Well, every little helps. The bolters took a single wound off that one. Heavy bolter. It moved, so it's hitting on a 5. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. Yep. AP -1.
4.
That's saved. 2 Eviscerator Cannons into that one. 2d3. 2. 4s. Rerolling 1s. Oh, 5s rerolling 1s. Oh, 1 hit. No wounds. Oh, this is not going well. Right. All right, first time finding the Obliterators. They're going to fire at the big thing there. So it's strength 6 plus 2, strength 8. Yeah. AP -2 and damage 1. Hitting on 3s because it's now hovering. Strength 8, toughness 7. Wounding on 3s. 3, AP -2. Oh, sorry. No, 5. Saved 1. 4 go through.
4 goes through, so down to 9.
I don't think anything else can shoot. So, as much as I promised myself I wasn't going to do it, I am going to play Endless Cacophony on the Obliterators. I was going to play Endless Cacophony on the Havocs, but you killed my Havocs. Strength 7. AP -3 and 2 damage. Firing at the same target. 3s. Oh, that's a lot more misses this time. Now 4s because it's strength 7, toughness 7. 3, AP -3. 3 6s. 2, 4, 6 damage.
Down to 3.
That was much better. So they're all wounded. The skimmers haven't been wounded yet. All right, charging. Right. Yep, we're going to charge the boss man with the raptors in the back corner. They need a 9. That's a 9.
Hit my overwatch shot on a 6. That's not.
No. And yeah, get them bad boys in over there. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And the cultists going into the guys need a 9 as well.
Yeah, so it's, I think 1, 2, 3. So it's 6 shots.
That's a 5. That's a bit of a whiff.
5, 6, okay. So 6 overwatch shots. 2 hits. We're winning on 3s, and then you're saving on a +1 because we're all in the.
Yeah, so it'd be a 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right, one of them falls. All right, go on, fella. 1 attack, +1 for chainsaw, +1 for hateful assault, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and then the chapter raptor champion gets 2. 2 +1 for hateful assault, +1 for having 2 lightning claws. So we'll do the normal guys first. So they get 3s and then 4s. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AP dash.
6 4s. 6 3-ups.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
2, 4, 6. Oh, sorry, 8. 8. Sorry.
Okay. He had his warlord trait is Saga of the Bear.
Yeah.
So he 6 is a feel no pain for him.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are just normal armor saves. So 6s, 3s. Okay, and then he'll fail 1. Oh, okay, so he'll take down. He's down to 3.
Yeah. The lightning claws 3s and then 4s again, but re-rolling all wounds. 3 hits, 4s, re-rolling. Nothing. Oh no.
Attacks on 2s. Okay, and then we're winning on 4s. And then because his ability is that he rerolls 1s
Okay.
for damage. Okay. Okay, so it is 2 wounds, 2 3-ups.
2 3-ups. Yep.
So we're good.
We're good. All right. So that is the end of Chaos turn 2. Assassinate didn't happen. Blood and Guts didn't happen. But I do get 1 point for Hold the Line.
So it is now going to be Space Wolves turn 3. So I've drawn Oath of Vengeance, which says when this tactical objective is generated, your opponent must select a unit in their army. This must be a character if there is one. Score 1 victory point if the chosen unit is destroyed. So we'll do that in a second. Next one is counterattack. Score 1 victory point if a friendly Space Wolves unit makes a heroic intervention. And then the other one I kept is area denial. So that is the end of Space Wolves movement. These Space Wolves are going to help their wounded Wolfguard battle leader Aynar. They move from the parapets of this Fortress of Redemption down onto the ground floor, hovering now. The very badly damaged Stormfang gunship had hovered backwards onto this position here, and the one that was moving at supersonic moved onto the hovered onto the sky shield here, and over here Squad Roar is in firing position to the Chaos Marines at the bottom. So Newt, the Rune Priest, who is on the Sky Shield landing pad, has cast Tempest's Wrath successfully onto these Obliterators. He unsuccessfully tried to smite Cuddles. All right, we're going to move on to the shooting phase. So there's been some bolter fire from Squad Sten into these Chaos Marines, and they've cut down 1 of their number. On the other side over here, Squad Roar have also dispatched one Chaos Marine. So now we're going to have this very, very badly damaged Stormfang gunship hitting on a 5. Shoot everything into these obliterators. We're going to roll 3d3 to see how many of the Hellfrost Destructor shots come out. And it's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 6 shots along with everything else into the obliterators. Okay, so we're going to hit on a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the Emperor's own luck. And we're wounding on a 4 because it's strength 6 against toughness of 6.
Toughness 5, really.
Toughness of 5. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 3 wounds, saving at -2. So
3 ups because of the.
Yep.
So 3.
So 2 wounds.
Was it 2 damage apiece?
2 damage apiece, yep.
Alright, so he's down to 2.
Okay, the 2 las cannons hitting on a 3. So 1 las cannon hits.
Oh, on a 5.
Oh, sorry, on a 5, right? And then the multi-metals on a 5. Multi-metals hit 2. So wounding on a 3. So both wounds. So demon saves.
5 ups. No.
All right, so they're within 12 inches for the first multi-melta. So the first one's going to take a total of 6 damage.
Yeah, first one's dead.
Okay, and then the second one's going to take 3 damage.
So he's down to 1 wound left.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to command point. I'm going to command point this one here, and that'll be the last command point. Here we go. I need a 4. I do not get it. All right, down to 1, and I have no more command points. So this next Stormfang gunship is going to put its meltas and las cannons into this into cuddles, and the Hellfrost Destructor shots will go into this last obliterator. How many shots go in? It's going to be a total of 9 shots. 9 shots hitting on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, hitting on 3s, and it was 8 hits. And then we're going to wound on a 3. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 saves.
-2. 3 ups.
Yep.
No, he falls.
Okay. Okay, so now the 2 las cannons are going to go into cuddles, hitting on 3s. One of them hits. We're wounding Cuddles on a 3. Cuddles is wounded.
5 up. Yep.
Makes his demon save. The multi-meltas hitting on 3s. One of them, okay, hits. That's good. And then wounding on 3s does not wound. All right, we're going to move on now to Stormfang. Not the Stormfang, the Land Speeders. All right, so fire from the Land Speeder Deluge have eliminated 2 Chaos Marines over by this side. 1 fell from fire on this other Sky Shield landing pad, and nobody fell over here. So now we're going to move into the assault phase. I'm going to declare a charge from this group here into those raptors. So surviving Overwatch shots, Squad Sten have chainswords revving, collided into these Chaos Marines, and now it's going to be 10 attacks hitting on a 2. That's going to be 7 hits, and we're going to be wounding on a 4, rerolling 1s because of Aynar, and reroll this one here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 3-up saves.
Ooh, 3 of them fall.
Okay, so 3 of them will be cut down.
Yeah, leave the guy with the talons.
Leave the guy with the talons, okay. Okay, guy with talons, it's your turn. You're up.
So he gets 2, 1 for hit assault, 1 for 3, and 4 re-rolling. 1 wound, AP -2.
Okay, so we're gonna roll a 5 up. Okay, we don't get it, but because of Einar's Warlord trait, it's triggered. Any unit within 6 inches of him get a 6 up, feel no pain, so it's on a 6. And it still does not work. Okay, so we will take 1 casualty. All right. So that being the end of Space Wolf's turn, we got no points this turn, but I am going to actually take out counterattack.
All right, so we've still got Assassinate, Blood and Guts, Mission on Critical. When I rolled a 1, which is that one there, so yeah, no. All right, so on to movement phase for the Cult of the Fallen. Much quicker psychic phase this time. Couple of smites, 1 wound onto the Rune Priest, 1 wound onto the Land Speeders, and Cuddle's got Delightful Agonies, so he's got to feel no pain. Right, on to the shooting phase. Bolters didn't do anything over there. We've got Melter Gun over here on a 3. Misses. Alright, 2d3 shots from there. Oh, sorry, onto the speed. No, onto the Rune Priest as he's closest. So that's 4. Hitting on 4s. 2. Strength 8, toughness 4. 2s. Yep.
So I save on 5, 2 5s.
Yeah. Wow. The Rune Priest says no thank you, not today. Heavy Bolter into the Land Speeders and the Bolters into the Land Speeders. So, right. Heavy Bolter is going to hit on a 4. And then toughness 5?
Toughness of 5, yeah.
4s. 1, AP -1.
So 3.
Yeah. 2. I'll do the 2. Oh no, he hits on a 2. Bolt Pistol into the Rune Priest. And 4s. Yep. 1 2-up save on him, I guess.
Yep.
Yep. And same again for the Master. Oh, the Master Possession on there. So 5s. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, the shooting.
On to the charge phase.
Okay.
Right, so these guys.
4.
Yep,
Okay.
they're in.
Hitting on 6s. Those were 2. And then wounding on 4. And there were 2 wounds.
2-ups. Yeah, we're good. These ones first. And 3s and 4s. 4 AP dash.
2, 3, 4. 4 3-ups. 1 cut down.
And then the power axe, he's 3s and then 3s. Cause yep, AP -1.
So 2 4-ups. 1 more cut down.
And then going across there. So now have 3 attacks because it's not on the charge. 3s. And then 4s, re-rolling.
3 5-ups.
No.
And,
Feel no pain.
feel no pains. So 2
2
dice
more.
fall.
Alright, attacks back. Those are guys are hitting on 2s, but those guys will be hitting on 3s.
Yeah, so 2s. So it's 6 2s. 5s. No, winning on 4s. 2.
2 3-ups.
Yep.
Yep.
Good. Over here, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s and winning on 4s. 3s. Then 4s. 1.
1. He's up. That is the end of the phase. I'm going to discard Mission Critical 1. I've still not got Assassinate. I've still not got Blood and Guts. though I'm getting close to it now.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of Cult of the Fallen.
This guy will fight first, right?
Turn 3, yes.
So it is Space Wolves turn 4, and we have Hold the Line. So I have to have 3 of my units completely within my deployment zone. I still have Area Denial, and I still have Oath of Vengeance. All right, so movement following. After movement, we've decided to fall back here. This Stormfang gunship is supersonic, taking off from the landing field in the air. This one, crippled, limping along, just barely functional, has moved over here. So now we're going to shoot all of its armaments, heavy armaments, onto the Venom Crawler here, and then 3D3 shots over here into this character there. Okay, so the 3D3 shots. They're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. So 6 shots hitting on a 5. And there was 1 hit, and it's wounding on a 3, and it is a wound. So it's at a -2.
Demon save either way. 1 goes through.
2 damage.
2 damage. So he is 3 wounds.
Okay. Okay, now the 4 meltas into the Venom Crawler, hitting on a 5. That's 1 hit. We're wounding on a 3. It's not a wound, and then 2 las cannons. 1 las cannon hits, wounding on a 3, and it does wound. A demon save,
which we pass on a 6.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. We'll do a psychic phase. We'll do psychic power from him, smite, to here. So it's gonna be on a 5, and it was a 7. We'll see if we can deny that. Okay, it was denied. And then we're gonna do the lightning one.
That's some good denies.
Yeah, living lightning is a 6. So living lightning on a 6, and it was an 8.
So the other one's gonna deny. No.
Okay, it's gonna be D3 mortal wounds, and it ended up being 3 mortal wounds.
So he is dead.
So it's gonna leap. I'll choose it to leap onto this guy right here. So it's gonna be D3 mortal wounds, and that was 2 mortal wounds onto him.
So he's on 5. It's a 3.
So that was a very eventful firing phase from this platform. Heavy bolter and assault cannon fire eliminated this squad here and reduced this Chaos Marine squad down to 1. Firing from both Stormfang gunships eliminated the Venom Thrope, which did not explode. There was 1 casualty here from one of the possessed, and then we managed to fulfill the Oath of Vengeance from this Stormfang gunship over there. So I'm going to declare an unfailable charge from this battle, from our Wolfguard battle leader Aynar. He's going to go and attack the Raptor, and that is going to be the only charge. All right, so results following. All right, so here is a quick recap of the turn. There was a very sharp, fast melee here, which saw a Raptor being cut down, but Aynar himself is wounded sorely. He's down to 1 wound. So that was the end of Space Wolves turn 3. We're going to move on now to Cult of the Fallen turn 3. All right, here we go.
And in turn 3, we got Kingslayer. So we're all about the blood and the guts. And assassinating blood and guts still in effect. All right, and that one can come off. All right, so on to the movement phase. End of the movement phase. He's shuffled forward to get some melter goodness off. These guys have all come around here because that one is hovering. These guys want a nice unfailable charge, and the cultists are going to do what the Raptors can't and assassinate and blood and guts and Kingslayer. Yeah, I'm not hopeful. All right, we'll do some bolt pistol shots off camera, and we'll get back to you in a second. Very quick shooting phase. The melter did a whole 1 damage on that one. Bolters didn't do anything. Bolters didn't do anything. Cultist Flamer did manage to kill Grey Hunter. Killed a Grey Hunter, and we're on to some charging then. So first of all, the cultists are gonna. Can you measure that one? It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a, probably looks like 4. 3 inch to them, and then it'll be 4 to get into the boss man, right? So yeah, so he's gonna. Yeah, that's an 8. They're definitely in, and then there's 2 pistol overwatch. Oh no, a bolter and a pistol overwatch.
I'll just do all of them.
Okay, yeah. 1. And that's going to save on a t-shirt. No. Alright. And this one here would be unfailable. So we're in there. Cuddles! He's going to charge into this bad boy.
Okay.
That's an 8, that's definitely in. Start up here. So we have 1 there, 1 flamer. They're going to hit on 3s and 4s. So 2 3-ups. Yep. And then the axe 3s. Oh, that's bad rolling. Alright. Let's start over there. 4s and 5s. Onto the warlord. Alright, I need some 5s. 2 5s, 2 3-ups.
3-ups. Okay.
Oh no. And how many onto the
3.
1, 2, 3, 4s. And 5s. 1.
Okay, 3-up. Save on a 6.
No. Alright, I at least get blood and guts. 4 attacks. Plus 1 for the charge.
So 5 4-ups.
5 4-ups. 1. Strength times 2. Strength 14.
So 2.
Yep.
What's the AP?
AP minus 3.
So a 6. Here we go. 6.
3 damage.
Okay, so it goes in. He's killed.
Yep.
Okay, he explodes on a 6.
No. So that's 2 units killed in Overwatch in close combat.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so is that the end of... So, still not killed a character, still not got Kingslayer, but I do get Blood and Guts for 1 point. 5 to 3 in Order of the Space Wolves, and as they're going to draw 2 more cards as we're going to turn 4.
Alright, so the Space Wolves have withdrawn. Wolfguard battle leader Aynar from the fray. He cut down a few of them, but there's still enough to really threaten him. That's why the Deluge squad have moved into firing positions over there, and the Rune Priest has slightly moved on to the platform. Stormfang gunship is moving up into this position here to hopefully take on the Mauler Fiend, and those guys are continuing to withdraw against some very fearsome opposition, a power axe wielding Space Marine in that squad. So there was an attempt to smite the Mauler Fiend, but it was denied hard on a 12, and Living Lightning also did not go off from Rune Priest Newt to that Chaos Marine there. Alright, so we've decided that there's firing lines for just 2 of them, so they're going to fire into that mass. The Land Speeder here is going to fire into that Chaos Marine there, and this one is going to fire all of its heavy weaponry down into here, and then the rest into maybe the characters. It depends on if this guy is alive or not. Alright, so firing coming up. Alright, so fire from the Deluge pack killed these cultists, giving Aynar a reprieve. Firing also from one of the land speeders cut down that Melta wielding Chaos Marine, And incredible amount of firing from here resulted in 3 wounds being removed from the Mauler Fiend, so it's down to 6. And so I'll score 1 point for mission critical objective because we have objective number 1, and I started to defend objective number 1 over there. And that is the end of Space Marines turn 4.
With not much left on the board, I still have Assassinate, Kingslayer, and for the Dark Gods. So, score a victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed or failed a morale test. With 3 models on the board here, and 3 models on the board here, I'm not sure how this is going to go. But we shall see. On to the movement phase. That's the shooting phase over. No, rolled a 6 for the Flamer, but nothing there. In movement, that shuffled back, they shuffled there. The Sorcerer's got a 9-inch charge to the Rune Priest, and he's got a 10-inch charge there. And these guys have got a 2-inch, anything but snake eyes. Let's go for these guys first. Yep, they're in. The Sorcerer needs a 9. That's a 10. And then I need a 10 again. No, okay. 3s and 4s. 1 3-up save. Alright, and axe 3s. Oh, that's a 3, good. And 3s. No, hitting on 3s. Strength 6. He's going to be wounding on 3s. 3s and 3s. So 3, 1 AP minus 1 D3 damage. Oh, it's a 6, and he gets to attack back. 3 AP dash.
Yep.
So he's got a 3-up save. No, he tanks that. Over here, these guys.
Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we just do this?
Yeah.
Okay, 6. Yes, all hits because it's 2's going to attack. 4s. 3.
3. Yep, they're okay. So that is the end of turn 4, and with that we're going to concede the game. 7 victory points to the Space Wolves, 3 to the Chaos Space Marines. There's no coming back. We've been chasing that unit around. Kingslayer is way over there. Cuddles can't get up there. Sorcerer is probably going to get shot up. Master of Possession is going to get shot up. So with that, it's arigato from Japan.
Arigato.
Thank you for watching the Icaran sector. We'll see you next time.